Make me
That's
friends.
enough. What's
Childish
next?
Gambino.
All right, our next trending topic.
Gojo hates us.
Which team did the Ravens blow out of the Chargers say more about?
Ooh, I mean, if you're a person who was like, this Brandon Staley guy is a genius, and I think I said that like 2 weeks ago on this show, maybe, not looking great. Not looking great, and I think it has to do with the idea. I mean, look, there are many ways to attack this question. All of them are generally embarrassing for the Chargers. I will simply point this out. The Chargers had been the best team in the NFL on 3rd and 4th down. It looked like they had never played a 3rd down in this game before. It was not good. And Lamar, I mean, look, if you want to talk about how the Chargers give up all of the running yards in the world, all the rushing yards in the world, and how football terminology works, then yes, you can make that joke because that is true. They were terrible before. They were terrible here. But the point is, if there was anything about the Justin Herbert experience that you wanted questions asked and answered about, it was, can he destroy a passing defense in the Ravens that was not good? And he was terrible.
That was a lot. I appreciate it. It was good analysis too. They went for, like, I feel like Brandon Staley was being like revered for all his 4th down aggressiveness. They went for one. They were down by a ton. They were backed up, and they went for a 4th and like 7 or something. Like, it just wasn't even a close one that I was really shocked by. As a progressive football mind, I encourage these sorts of maneuvers, but I guess in his mind, he's like, we're going to lose either way, so why not go out on our shield? But I think if I have to answer the question, I mean, I don't think it says a whole bunch about either team. Like, there are ways to explain this away. Like, they're a West Coast team coming over to do a 1 o'clock start. I'm not good with math, but that's an early morning kickoff. And that's a lot of pressure on that team. I'm not sure how the numbers line up with that, Pablo, as our resident football expert. Maybe you'll tell me that it's a farce traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, but it seems hard to me to play a game at, what is it, like 10 o'clock in the morning for their time?
I just like how Dominique makes fun of me of being late to everything. And finally, on this topic, he's like, you know how clocks work.
That's fair. You are late to everything. I'm sorry. I meant to say Gojo. What do you think, Gojo?
That's fine. See, again, that's just guy friendship love right there. I'll give you a little good-natured rib on that one.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, crazy.
Can we all high-five our cameras right now? 1,
no,
2,
don't do
3.
it, Gojo. Don't do it, Gojo.
Woo!
Oh, you did.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah.
I refuse. I refuse.
Great. You're going to do it later.
Dominique's cool.
Yeah, I'm too cool for that. Sorry, Gojo. We never actually gave you a chance to give your analysis because Pablo took it over.
Rushed you with a high five.
Oh, yeah, he's coming up.
I was going to give a bunch of analysis on this game. I just want to talk about one thing instead, though. Did it make anyone else sad to see Le'Veon Bell have to wear 17 now in the backfield? That really feels like that was a big wow, the mighty have fallen in that spot. Like, I saw him come out of there and try and make a play. I was like, of course he can't do anything anymore. You're asking him to wear a wide receiver 4 number and ball out in the backfield? No, it's not possible.
That's good analysis. I feel like they should have moved some things around, at least give him a 2 in the front of his number. Something 20-something feels. You don't have to go 26, but I mean, give him 20.
I just like you know there are certain numbers that they don't want you on the team when they give you. Like when I got to Pittsburgh, me and some backup D linemen both had 67. And everyone kind of looked at us and they're like, well, one of you ain't going to be here. And 2, it doesn't really look like they want either of you to be here with that whack-ass number. So, there are just kind of signs you got to read. And 17 doesn't necessarily say, we see this going in a direction.
Where is he now?
Yeah, where's the other 67 at this point?
It turns out they didn't want either of us. They covered.
Okay, good to know. So we have no idea where he is. I saw Lamar Jackson's I saw Lamar Jackson's handsome face creeping into the screen. Like, I mean, I feel like every week we have to say he's the MVP. He's amazing, him and Kyler Murray. Like, I don't know what else to add to it. Like, he's doing all the things that you say he can't do. He may not do them all consistently, but he does them amazingly. And he feels like the MVP because he feels like he doesn't have very much help in the threat that he presents to defense. Remember they said he was soft? Remember that? That was amazing.
That was a great time. And since then, Dominic, to your point about the help, I saw Hembo tweet this out. The Ravens have 16 players on IR since the start of the season. The Lions have 14. the Lions are 0-6 and the Ravens are 5-1. Like, that's a Lamar Jackson, John Harbaugh difference of look what you can do with your team when the guy throwing the football is the best player on the field and probably the best player on any field right now.
The thing about Lamar, though, in this game is that it wasn't even like, it was probably his worst game passing all season, right? I mean, that's the thing about the Ravens at this point is that what they do, and they bring in, yes, Le'Veon Bell, Latavius Murray, all these dudes, it doesn't matter. I mean, far be it for me to throw shade at a guy whose number already is throwing shade at him. But like the idea that you can just plug these guys into this system at this point, if you have Lamar, right? It seems like the rest of it. And so the quarterback record stat, right? We always say that is misrepresentative of what a quarterback actually does. It feels like in Lamar's case, because he does all of the things, like it actually feels like a reasonable thing to point out that he is under 25. He just passed Dan Marino for most wins as a quarterback since then. And that actually is telling. Like they've engineered everything about him around him.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And the funny thing about looking at the Ravens' records so far and looking at the teams that they've beat and the way that they've beaten those teams is you could easily say that they should be undefeated right now. You could also kind of easily say that they should have only won one game right now. So it's like it's a really hard thing to look at. But when you watch Lamar play, you can't deny it. It's so fun. It makes you want to be a fan. It makes you want to think that it's not fool's gold no matter what. But it's a really impressive. What we got? We got stats? What's happening here? First 4 games by – oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, no, that according to Dominic Foxworth's theory of points, I believe that is bad. But good, also good.
No, it's better than losing them. So I get that point. I mean, it's not even that the scores were close as much as to me it felt like in those games, like the Chiefs win. Like it's kind of.
I mean, the Raiders win is the ultimate example, of course, where it's just sort of like,
the other way.
Did happen.
It went.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.